Hey there folks, welcome back to our channel where we dive deep into the world of agency management and optimization. In a previous video, we discussed the pros and cons of long-term contracts for agencies. Today we're shifting gears a bit to tackle another important question. When should an agency consider using a short-term contract? Should they at all? Well, the answer is yes. We're going to explore 3 strategic approaches based on the feedback from agencies who have been there and done that. Alright, so the number one reason why you would want to enter into a short-term contract is for testing agency-client fit. If your clients are skeptical about signing a long-term contract, consider starting with a short-term contract to see how things go. That way it ensures that both parties are comfortable with the agency-client relationship before committing to a long-term contract.
We sometimes use a short-term contract when we're unsure if we're the right agency for the job. In these cases, we do a pilot program, which is a 3-month agreement, and if we succeed, we present them with a 12-month contract.
By engaging in the shorter commitment, both parties have the opportunity to assess if their working styles, communication, and goals align effectively. It allows the client to experience your agency's services firsthand and evaluate your expertise, creativity, and ability to deliver results. Similarly, your agency team can determine if your client's requirements and expectations match your agency's capabilities and resources.
If the client is a new customer or is unsure of the services they require, then a short-term contract can be a good way to test the waters. This ensures that both parties are comfortable with the agreement before committing to a long-term contract.
Reason number 2 you may want to use short-term contracts for your agency is for one-off projects. As we've discussed in that previous video, a long-term contract may not be the best option for one-off projects. In these scenarios, opt for a short-term contract that gets the job done and satisfies your client's needs.
If we are working with a client on a one-off project, then it makes more sense to use a short-term contract so that the client is not locked into a long-term agreement.
And sometimes a short-term contract is a doorway to bigger things, as the client may only see a short-term need at first.
A short-term contract works if a client has a very specific requirement. For example, their website has not been indexed at all, and they just need a one-time SEO fix to get the site onto Google.
Adopting this approach ensures your agency delivers precisely what's required. And who knows, maybe you'll have the opportunity to upsell clients and sign them on for long-term services in the future.
Offering short-term contracts will allow you to lower any barriers to secure more business. It will also remove any friction from dissatisfied clients that pull attention away from growing your business. This may seem counterintuitive to some, but once you remove these, you will see growth in your business and more enjoyment across your team by working with clients that actually want to be partnered with your agency.
Sometimes there's no middle ground when convincing a client to sign a long-term contract. And this is where we come for reason 3 for a short-term contract, which is meeting your clients where they're at. There are times when the client thinks that the cons may outweigh the benefits and just isn't comfortable with committing to a prolonged period. Instead of forcing a long-term contract, take a flexible approach by offering a short-term contract, assuming that it makes sense for the project scope and your agency. That way you'll meet your clients where they're at while helping them accomplish their goals.
The reason we use month-to-month agreements is simple. The client tends to feel skeptical as though they are taking all the risk in a long-term contract. They have to pay whether they get results or not. With month-to-month, the agency is motivated to deliver results, and clients feel more like a partner. We have very little churn because we remain engaged. I tell potential clients, if we don't do a good job, you should be able to fire us.
We use short-term contracts so that we're incentivized to do great work. If we're not performing, then clients can leave. Our average LTV is 18 months. But we don't force clients to sign yearly deals.
If your agency adopts this approach, share the benefits of a long-term contract while remaining flexible to meet your clients' needs.
We don't require our clients to commit to long-term contracts. However, we make it abundantly clear how long SEO results can accumulate, and our clients typically stay for an average of 9+ months for our SEO products.
And there you have it, agency friends. We've explored 3 strategic reasons to consider using short-term contracts for your agency-client relationships. From testing the fit to evaluating expertise and ensuring alignment, these shorter commitments offer invaluable insights. But here's the last thought. Short-term contracts are not always bad. Long-term contracts, however, may offer more stability for your agency. And if you're curious about the pros and cons of long-term contracts, be sure to check out our previous video. Trust me, it's packed with even more nuggets of wisdom to help you make the best decisions for your agency's future. If you're new to our channel, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and hit that bell notification button to stay updated with our future videos. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.